ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Actually, karma acts very complicated. That is also another thing you have to understand. It is not very simple, straightforward. Like say, for example, if somebody did offense, committed a sin, like he abused some child, and then in future this child becomes grown up, and because he got that bad impression, and the cause of that bad impression is the abuse that he experienced, and then he goes and repeats it to other children because he got abused, and then further he will do the same thing to the children will go and do the same thing to others. It becomes a chain reaction. Like say if person killed somebody in this lifetime, now all the pain the family members are going through, not only just the pain of the person whom he killed. The person whom he killed experienced pain, but the family members are also experiencing pain because of it. And because of that pain, if they do some wrong activity, the person who was cause of that murder, he will also get reaction. Like that wife of that person whom he murdered. I'm just giving some example. If she is experiencing some pain, and because of which she gave pain to others, and then the pain goes to another person from them. The person who murdered, he will get the reaction of all the chain which it goes. And that third person, like if the boss scolds the employee in the office, an employee is upset and he goes and he chastises the wife, and wife is upset and she is chastising the child, and the child is upset and he goes beat the boy. Neighbor boy, he is upset and he is beating the dog. The pain the dog experience will come to boss also a little bit, some part of it. So it's a chain reaction. So now, if a person gets the capital punishment, he killed, and in this life only you are punished, then the chain reaction stops for you. I am just telling that it is not in the Shastra. I am just telling that karma is very complicated. That's why we don't know why it is more, because you are continuing the reaction for it. That's another reason why it is more in next lifetime. Because more you delay, more the reaction will come. If you atone it immediately, at least for that time we are free from that part of the karma because we have atoned. That is the point. So if you delay, the reaction is continuing. So it may be more. Another thing is, like say if this lifetime the person got punished, and if the person got punishment, and next lifetime, say now in this lifetime whatever we are suffering, it becomes very intense for us. Little bit also. Array, why this problem? Why finance problem? Why health problem? Why relation problem? This problem, that problem. We feel why it is so complicated. Now, if we have already gone through, if we have paid it in the previous life, at least this life we will be free from that reaction. Now, if we are paid for this, means even though it will be same, but we suffer more because the mind is damaged. It is not that more reaction is coming, but more suffering is. That means, say for example, if I am healthy and even if I get sick also, I can handle it. I am like an old person, and if I get sick, same amount of sickness, it is more terrible because body don't cooperate. You become weak. And sometimes mind is weak. So that also causes problem. The same situation will be more miserable. So next life, you're already a weak person, mentally weak because you damaged your mind and you did not get the reaction. That is another way to understand why it is more. This is not from Shastra. This is my own interpretation why it is more, because the mind is weak, you become more miserable. And another reason is this is a chain reaction. So you end as early as possible, it is safe. That is also another point I wanted to make. So it may be the same only. Like two people are in the prison. One will be more miserable than the other. Other person is okay. He's adjusting because his mind adjusted. He's happy also in the prison. Sometimes people are happy there, playing their cards and playing some, doing whatever they can do. So the point is not about the activity. It's all not about the reaction. It's about misery. That is the point. Reaction may be same only. So, so we are discussing this point of Ajamla. So actually, Yamadutas are going to ask the same thing. Arey, how come they go to Yamaraj and they have some points here to say? Same. Yes, Kelma said you have something to ask on that.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, you were saying that the chain reaction is there for, let's say, the murderer who, you know, and on and on and on. And but if gets atoned for it, then he doesn't keep, he doesn't have to pay the reaction for that chain of
Yeah.
events, you know. But
Yeah.
that chain of events has still happened. It still happened. So why wouldn't he still have to pay for that?
He
You
repented,
know?
no? That's why it will not happen. You got already punished. You will not get the punishment for same crime two times. You already repented, so you got punished. Before it became more, you already surrendered, and government said, okay. If a person admits his mistake, then the crime they will reduce. If they investigate and they somehow found that this is like this, then the punishment is more. You
Mhm.
voluntarily said, okay, I only murdered my wife. She was so tolerable. And then they'll say, okay, no, this many years you stay. If he try to hide and do something, then the punishment, then they will consider it more serious and they punish more like that. So even it happens in the normal court also. What to speak of the higher realm.
Yeah, and then at the end you said it's not even about I think the reaction is the misery, or is it the mind? Something like that you said at the very end.
See what happens now. If we are committing any sins, it is damaging our mind also. Like somebody murdered. So that means the cruelty has entered into his mind and came at the level of action also. That means his mind is very, very terrible. And
Yeah.
now, if he is born again, he will be born with that mindset. And
Hmm.
that will make him more, even the same situation will make him more miserable because you
The same
already are condemned.
situation.
Like if you
What
are
do you
in a
mean?
same, like say two people are going to the college or office, same boss is there, same teacher is there. One person feels he was so irritating. Some person says, okay, normal. So now you are in the same situation. One is miserable, one is okay. Why? Because your mind is like that. Some people are
Mhm.
very adjusting and they can tolerate and it does not matter for them. But some people it
Mhm.
is too terrible. So
Mhm.
what is the difference? It is the difference of mind only, no? Like
Mhm.
people cannot tolerate Trump. Some people can tolerate. He looks very cool. He looks- Why it is like that? It is how you look at the thing. It's the mindset. So it is not just a situation. In the same situation, somebody is miserable, somebody is happy. It's a mindset. So you are born with a very terrible mindset. From the beginning of your life only you are suffering. But if you are repented or you got punished, then some mindset has changed. So that will be safe for you next life. That is the thing. That
Oh,
is
really?
one.
So even though you have, let's say, murdered somebody, if there's atonement, then you won't have that kind of cruelty in your mind?
Yes, yes, that will reduce because that's actually where all these atonements and all, na, they are changing your samskaras, your state of mind. It is changing. Anything is what is the main thing is any action you do, it has impressions. So it created wrong impression. Now you did something good, so that impressions are little bit reduced or deleted, whatever.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, anything
And
we
that,
are doing, like why people are going and all pious, so that they want to have good impression, good mindset. Because the Rajoguna and Tamoguna is dominating. We want to bring it to goodness. We always want to bring our
oh,
mind to goodness. That is the point. Yeah.
oh yeah, I didn't realize that the atonement it 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 impacts the vasanas then. No? You
Yes,
said.
of course it will impact.
Uh-huh. And this, when we commit these terrible sins, and that's what you were calling a weak mind before?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Actually, I made notes for this chapter, but somehow I'm not able to open my laptop. So I will just share the text only. Some problem with my. There is some nice things which we will discuss today, but without the presentation, only the notes. If somebody has questions, we can take. I will continue with this. Anybody has questions? Okay. So we will. Okay. Weakness of mind. Weakness of mind is basically buddhi is very weak. That is weakness of mind. See what happens is, let's say I'll give an example. If we say somebody, I'm going to come or I'll do this, and if you don't do it, then what happens is the problem is that we will immediately our intelligence become weak, buddhi becomes weak because you said something, we didn't do it. Then buddhi gets confused. What this person is doing, and next time when we do the same thing, more and more we say something and we don't do it, our buddhi is becoming weak. So that is one weakness. Then it will the functioning will not be very strong. Manas will strong because you are not doing what you said. You are going with your emotions. The emotions are becoming strong. So that is one weakness of mind. Another weakness of mind is what happens is before we it comes to the intelligent level, we act without knowing only. Like say our hand goes to mobile without even thinking and like try to check. We are suddenly sitting and your hand is going to the mobile and checking, and before you process, Array, I don't want to do it, to waste my time, before you tell, your hand is already on the mobile and you're trying to check the notifications and scrolling and all. Why it happened? This is actually another weakness of our mind. weakness of heart is hridaya daurbalya. There are temptations. We know we are doing wrong. Yeah, it is heart and mind. It's almost the same, we can say, because it is going with emotions. Heart also, it is much more deeper. Heart means more conditionings are there. Heart level, na, it is also desire. That's why it is much more deeper. When it comes to mind, na, it is only emotional level. Heart is a desire level. So there is a great difference between both of them. One Maliku? I
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, how do we differentiate between mind and intelligence? This is mind saying this is intelligence. How do we differentiate?
I will use the Sanskrit terms, Mataji. Otherwise, it is a little difficult because mind,
Okay.
na, mind, if you say it is subconscious mind, unconscious mind, and conscious mind. Subconscious mind is unconscious mind is chitta, subconscious mind is manas, conscious mind is buddhi. So mind is termed like that. So we'll use manas buddhi. So if you want to know the difference between manas and buddhi, then I'll explain.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Manas is an emotional state where it is I like, I don't like. So that is in that state. Whereas buddhi is a discriminative state. You will do what is right and what is wrong. Say now I want to eat prasadam now. Manas will say, oh, nice prasadam. But buddhi will say, no, fasting till noon, Bhaktivinoda Thakur disappeared.
Yes.
So Manas has some things, but buddhi will say, you should do or not. So if your Manas is strong, buddhi is weak, then you will go according to the desires of your Manas. We have to have, like, no, when you are small, your mother will say, Arey, what happened to your buddhi? Why did you act like this? So they'll say buddhi brushed ho gaya kya? You say your buddhi is lost or what? So
Yes.
that is a discriminative power which should be developed. So shastras and proper knowledge will help us to develop that buddhi, and we have to act according to our buddhi. But generally, what happens? We go with I like, I don't like only most of the time. So to be conscious means to work with buddhi, and that is like not always possible. So that is the main difference, buddhi and manas.
Okay. How can you give one more example, Prabhuji? Like how do we prominently discriminate between these two when we are making a decision?
Say like you are going in a market and you see a saree shop, and then your manas say very beautiful sarees, and buddhi, if it is weak, buddhi will say, okay, I have credit card, will purchase. If buddhi is weak, it will say, okay, let us purchase. But if buddhi is very strong, it will tell you already have 500 sarees in your cupboard. I know why
Yes,
are you
yes.
wasting your money.
Thank you,
So
Prabhuji.
your buddhi is strong, you can understand.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Ruprani Mataji. Ruprani Mataji, you have to unmute yourself. Okay.
Sorry, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, that was pronounced.
Yes, Mataji.
Just now you explained about the difference between the buddhi and mana, no Prabhuji. Buddhi is intelligence, no Prabhuji. That is conscious mind.
Yeah.
So Prabhuji, this weakness is because of the modes, Prabhuji. The weakness of the heart as well as the mind, Prabhuji. What is the reason for that weakness, Prabhuji?
That is because of our impressions. We have strong impressions that is causing them become weak.
Only the vasanas. So
Yeah.
how the modes are impacting, Prabhuji, in this connection?
Modes, Mataji, actually the impressions are in the modes. We have impressions in goodness, impressions in passion, impressions in ignorance.
Oh, okay.
What type of impressions they are in the modes? If you are in an association of goodness, you will get impressions of goodness. Like that. So they are affecting us. We have to create goodness impressions so that we will be stable.
But previously, if you have the impression of the passion and ignorance, means we will act in that way only, no, Prabhuji. That is why we say it is the weakness of the heart or the mind, right, Prabhuji? So accordingly, we will act, no, even in this life. So previously, the impressions are in the mode of goodness and passion and ignorance. Means in this life also, same mind is carried out, no, Prabhuji. So we will act accordingly, right? So that we can say that is basically the weakness of the mind. Generally, in this life also, they behave in that way.
Yes, yes, they will continue to behave like that. The impressions will continue. But what happens is, if the mother is very kind, she will give good impressions till age of 4. And then if he is in a certain environment, he may get that impression.
Uh,
If he does not, now the whole age is of more of passion and ignorance. So when we are small, there was no mobile only, so we didn't know
mm,
what it is. Now
yeah.
everybody is growing in the environment of so much passion and ignorance. So
Uh,
it is little difficult for them to come to goodness compared to what it was. So people who are
oh.
happy just staying with their family, they could sunrise, some birds chirping, and we could enjoy that. If some friend comes to home, we enjoyed it. But
Mm.
that is no more now. They're
Ah,
only
okay.
just stuck up with their video games and all internet browsing. So
Oh,
they are completely gone into ignorance and passion. So because the environment is also like that.
so environment is also influencing, right,
Affecting,
Prabhuji?
yeah. And they
So
grow,
you
what
can.
type of pitch, how parents grow them up, that
Uh,
also matters. So all these factors are there.
and Prabhuji, you said mind is of emotions and buddhi is of desire. So buddhi is only is desiring.
No, no, no. Buddhi is not desiring.
Heart, you
Desires
said
are,
heart is desiring. No?
heart is
Sorry, no.
for desire. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it is mind and heart is connected only, Prabhuji. Is there any difference?
Yeah, they are connected in the sense, what happens is our, that is much more deeper. That mind is, that is subconscious mind, is actually desire. It is
Um,
more settler than, we have I like, I don't like, but we have much more desire. I want to become rich. I want to become famous. I want to look very like, so. There's some settler desires we have. I want to have such type of house and all. So
uh,
all these desires, no, they are stored in our heart.
uh,
So
not
that
in the
makes,
mind, it is in the heart only.
yeah, they're in the heart.
So,
They
what
are
is
at the
the
level of
function of the
chitta. They are
mind? Is
in the,
emotions? Is my
they are in
Prabhuji?
the unconscious mind. Yes, mother.
Uh, no, no, you said only emotions. Mind is dealing with the
Ah,
emotions only.
mind is, there is unconscious mind and subconscious.
Subconscious
Unconscious
is
mind is
mind. Eh?
desire. Subconscious mind is, don't confuse. Everything is mind only. I'm telling. Whether you
Okay.
use English words or you use Sanskrit words.
Yeah,
If
Sanskrit, yes,
English,
Prabhuji.
if you are using English, it is unconscious mind, subconscious mind, and conscious mind. This is only mind.
Okay, all
They
the
are
three in
using, all
Sanskrit,
the three
Prabhuji.
are mind only in English. In
In
Sanskrit, there is chitta is the heart,
uh,
manas, buddhi, and ahankar. So chitta is the heart. Where the desires are, there is chitta.
okay, that is
Emotions are
unconscious.
there,
That is
and
unconscious, right, Prabhuji?
unconscious. And
Okay.
manas is where emotions are there,
Subconscious.
subconscious. So
Okay.
emotions are at manas, desires are
Mhm.
at chitta,
Okay. What is a conscious mind, Prabhuji?
buddhi.
Buddhi, intelligence.
No, don't use the intelligence. It is mind only.
Okay.
Conscious
Buddhi.
mind,
Okay, okay,
unconscious mind.
Prabhuji. Fine,
It
fine.
is,
Yeah.
you don't get confused with words. In English, now
Okay.
there is only one word, mind only. In
Okay. So
Sanskrit, there
mind
are
itself is categorized into three.
three,
This is
and here
okay,
in
Prabhuji.
Sanskrit there are three different words for it.
Okay.
Because if you
So,
use intelligence, now intelligence is not buddhi. In one
okay.
part of buddhi is intelligence.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji.
Buddhi has, along with intelligence, it has memory also, it has discrimination also, all these things are there.
Okay, okay, Prabhuji.
That is the
And what
difference.
about the ego, Prabhuji, here?
Ahankar,
Hankar, that is separate
identity.
entity.
Yeah,
That is
that is
separate.
identity. That is
Okay, so
separate.
these three comes under manas, right, Prabhuji? Unconscious, subconscious, and conscious.
Yes.
Okay, okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Gail.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Madhu.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I want to continue this intelligence thing because I understand that in English there's only one word, mind, right? Unconscious, subconscious, and conscious.
Means it will match the Sanskrit words. You want to match with English, then this is the only word. Because if
Yes.
you use intelligence for buddhi, it is not completely representing the word buddhi. Intelligence don't represent.
Okay.
Buddhi has more
This is
things
the
also.
part.
That's why.
Yeah, this is the part that I want to clarify about the intelligence and buddhi. That's the part I need to get clarified. So, as you said, there's different facets of intelligence, right? There's discrimination, there's memory,
There's
and something else,
determination.
determination. Yeah, those three things. So when we talk about um, when we use the word buddhi, right?
Yeah.
Does does that word buddhi include discrimination, determination, and so on,
Memory.
or not?
Yes.
Memory.
Yes.
The
Yes.
word buddhi, it includes those three things, no?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So let me see. What's the connection between buddhi and this what should I say? The manas, the chitta, and the chitta we said was the unconscious mind. The the manas was the subconscious. Yeah, the manas was the subconscious, and then the conscious mind, is that the buddhi?
Yes. Conscious mind is buddhi.
Oh, okay, so that was connection. Okay, and then also um, we said that in the chitta, that's where all of our desires are, right?
Yes.
But if I want, if I want to buy a house, or if I want to buy a sari, how is that in the unconscious mind? How is that unconscious? That seems like a conscious desire.
No, it is much more subtler. That's why that word is used. Conscious means you are not conscious about desire. How did that desire to purchase saree come for you? Are you consciously cultivating that desire? How did that desire come to you?
Because I saw it in the store.
You just saw. I am also seeing why you got, why I didn't get to purchase saree. You are seeing the shop. I am seeing the shop. You are getting a desire to purchase saree. I am not getting. Why?
Oh, uh-huh.
You are not conscious about it. Desires are not conscious. You just got it.
So the thing that is unconscious is the cause for the desire.
Yeah.
The desire itself, I'm aware of it. I'm conscious of it.
You are
I'm aware
aware
I
of it,
want a
but
sari.
why did it come? That is the point.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to make this distinction that there is the conscious desire for the sari, and then what's unconscious is the cause for why I have that desire in the first place. Right?
Yeah.
So that's the part that's unconscious, is the why. Why I
Why?
have.
Yes. Why you are getting that desire?
Uh-huh. And we would say that the why is some vasanas, right? Some past experiences. No?
Yes.
That's the why.
Yeah.
So these so what's actually stored in the unconscious mind is the vasanas. No?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then The desire that I am aware of, which is I want this sari, I want this house. That is in the mind. I mean, in the conscious, in the no, in the subconscious mind. Is it subconscious? I don't know.
Yes. I like, I
In the
don't like
manas,
is
manas.
I like, I
It's in the
don't like.
manas.
Yes, manas.
My desire, I want that house over there, or I want that blue sari. That's in the manas.
See, I will tell you how it works. First of all, it is you go to a shop, you saw a saree.
Yeah.
Now, first the information from the eyes, it will go to the uh, chitta. Chitta will find out what exactly it is. It is looking this size, this shape, this thing. Oh, this is a saree, or this is a cake. And then it goes to Manas. Manas will say, oh, wearing saree is cool, or eating ice cream or eating cake is cool. I like it. Then the
Uh-huh.
instruction goes to Ahankar. Ahankar says, if you like, I want it. So Ahankar says, I want. Then the instruction goes to Buddhi. Buddhi says, okay, you don't have money, you can steal and run away. Whatever Buddhi tells you, do it. The action part is done by Buddhi. Chitta stores and Manas likes and dislikes. Ahankara try to identify that with you. So this is all the system works. It is not just in one. Uh, it's not just a simple thing. It's very complicated in that way.
Hmm. Yeah. When the Ahankara got involved, right?
Yeah.
It was because the manas just said I like or I don't like, but when with the false ego, it, what the false ego said was that this is something not just that I like or don't like, but this is something that I should have because the manas
Manas will
didn't
not say
say I should.
I want. Ahankar will say I want.
Ahankara said,
Ahankara, if you say something I like, Ahankara, the tendency of Ahankara is whatever you like, it want to be make you part of it. I want it
yeah.
should be part of mine. That is what Ahankara does.
Hmm.
Like you like the car, Ahankara says, then I want the car. Manas will say, mm, I like this mobile. Ahankara will say, then it should be part of mine. Then I want it. So the
Uh-huh,
tendency of
uh-huh.
Ahankara is to identify with the object or whatever you like. So identification
Hmm.
part is of the Ahankara. Manas part is only to tell I like, I don't like. It is like I'll give example, it's like a fat person sitting on a couch, eating potatoes and watching a TV. And he's very emotional
Hmm.
person. I like, I don't
Hmm.
like. I like, I don't like. He does not do anything. He's just having these emotions. He's liking, he's not
Hmm.
liking. So Manas is like that.
Hmm.
I like, I don't like. I like, I don't like. As soon as you say I like, Ahankara says, okay, I want. If you say I don't want, then Ahankara says, okay, destroy it or do it, whatever. And then Buddhi is the person who acts. Buddhi is like fire, it is action. Manas is like water, it is emotional. Ahankara is like solid, it holds. Chitta is like air, it is just, it just transforms like that.
Wait, which one is like air?
Chitta.
And how does air act? It's just-
Air is flexible, it just takes the shape of whatever, means it is just, it's moving, it's not fixed. That is a corresponding element to particular uh, state of our mind.
Yeah, actually, I want to actually write that down.
Yeah, I am
How
coming
you.
with a book called How to Burn Karma. I'll send you one. I that is very detailedly all these things explained. What is manas, buddhi, chitta, ahankar, what is sanskara, vasana, vrittis, in very great detail. I have
Oh, that sounds
compiled everything.
fascinating.
Yes.
Sounds so fascinating.
I
But
will think.
just very quickly, you said the chitta is like air, and
Yeah,
false ego is like solid, no?
yeah,
Ahankara. Ahankara is like solid, like earth, you can say.
yes.
And
Manas
manas,
is,
huh?
manas is like water,
Like water.
emotional,
And buddhi is like
fire.
fire. Yeah, ahankara is like it wants to hold on to anything. Chitta is like air because I guess it gets, the impressions, you know, whatever experiences are there, it kind of forms, you know, is flex the impressions. To have an impression, you have to be flexible.
Yeah,
Manas, how is manas like water flowing?
emotional, emotional people. It flows, always flowing, emotional.
Yeah, why do we say that emotions are flowing?
Then what you say about emotions? It is burning.
They can be like if you're very angry, that sounds like that can be like fiery. A
No,
fiery
no,
person is
your
an angry
emotions
person.
are flowing from anger to fear to depression to they are flowing from one place to another.
Okay, so now why is buddhi like fire?
Because it acts action. That's why it is fire.
Oh,
Or
because it
also,
makes the decision. It
yeah,
makes
it makes a
decision.
decision.
Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I will. I actually already posted the PPTs in the notes group. You should.
Which
They're
which
already
ones?
there.
Which
The
for which one?
PPTs which I'm sharing, I already posted in the group. Again, I will send them. These PPTs which I am showing, all these things, every time I post them. But again, I will all together after together I'll post them so that it will become easy. Okay, so we'll start today. Okay, Srinivas Prasad, Pro, you had some question.
Actually, Prabhuji, it was a request if it is possible that if you could make like you explain it on a this through writing, now we can just go through that. Actually, if it is possible, like you described about all the three things,
Yeah, yeah, I will try.
that will be a great help actually, because it's very very you have to just focus, because you can't remember. I'm talking about myself. I'm a very uh, foolish person, so I need to go through things again and again. Then I think something will enter. So if that chart is in front of me, then I can just uh, very relatable in fact.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes, I will try to share about this. I will make a presentation and diagram, and I'll share about Manas, Buddhi, Ahankar. Yeah, I will do it. Okay, further, we'll start with third chapter. Anyway, time is over, but at least we'll start the introduction. Rajamila's predicament, a case in cosmic jurisdiction and divine authority. So this is a very unprecedented breach in cosmic protocol. And this is what Yamadutas were very upset. So authority is Emerald is a universally recognized as the absolute controller of religion and irreligious action. His judgment on the living entity have never been challenged. Now, King Parikshit's petition, the sage Sukadeva Goswami, to resolve a fundamental theological doubt. How could Emira's supposed to be absolute order be foiled? So how can Emira's order be foiled? So that was Parikshit Maharaj's question. And then Yamadutas, the servants of Emiraj, were actively thwarted from arresting the sinful Ajamila by the Vishnudutas, creating a profound jurisdictional conflict. So now what happened there to see from Emiraj's answer also. The incident was reported. So the interception of Ajamila, they wanted to arrest the Yamadutas, bind the highly sinful Ajamila with ropes, executing Yamaraja's lawful decree to bring him to the hellish planet. What happened? The utterance was in a state of terror. The sinful Ajamila involuntarily called out the name Narayana. Then immediately the four beautiful perfect beings, the Siddhalokas, the Vishnudutas, instantly manifested. They commanded, do not fear, and forcibly sever Yamaduta's ropes, legally and physically nullifying the arrest. So this is actually what happened. Now, this is the first section, first 10 shlokas of 6th chapter. We are just summarizing them. So the and then Yamadutas Sammanipura. This is realm of Yamaraj, whereas Vishnudutas from Vaikunta, and whereas Yamadutas they fear enforcers of karmic punishment, and whereas Vishnudutas are beautiful, perfect, and radiant figures. So that's why Yamadutas look little terrifying. And secure Ajamila for hellish punishment due to his vast sinful record, whereas Vishnudutas excused and protected Ajamila due to his final utterance of the holy name. Yamadutas, they upheld the strict Vedic principles of karma, action and reaction, and triumphant, whereas Vishnudutas triumphant through a higher overriding spiritual decree. So this is what Vishnudutas did. Now the crisis is the existential crisis of enforcers. Now Vishnudutas, Yamadutas are confused. What is our position now? Who is the boss? This fellow does anything and now he can get freed. And what is our job now? How many controllers or rulers are there in this middle world? That's what Yamadutas are asking. The Yamadutas returned to Samyamanipura, aggrieved, anger, and deeply disoriented. The first thing is loss of faith. If their master could not protect his own agent, serving him seemed useless. Arey, you are my master, you are not protecting me. What is the point in serving you? That was the first thing of Yamadutas. And desire for retribution. They wanted to bring Vishnudutas before Yamaraj for punishment. But we will bring Vishnudutas in front of Yamaraj. And ultimately, if justice could not be restored, the defeated agents desired to commit suicide rather than serve a powerless master. So that was the seriousness of the problem. And then the necessary of singular absolute authority. So the universe has multiple equal supreme judges. Condition is rules disagree or punishment versus reward. So we'll discuss this tomorrow. We will just so I will just take the first verse so that we can keep the track of it. This is a very important section what Emma Raj is going to tell. We will take that properly. I'll just share the screen for you. Yeah. King Parikshit said, my lord, O Sukadeva Goswami, Yamaraj is the control of all living entities in terms of their religion and religious activities. But his order has been foiled. When his servants, the Yamadutas, informed him of their defeat to Vishnu by the Vishnudutas, have stopped them from arresting Ijamila. What did he reply? So this was the question. Now he understood that Yamadutas will do this. So Vishnu Chakra says that although the statement of the Yamadutas are fully unfolded by Vedic principles, the statements of Vishnudutas are triumphant. Thus was confirmed by Yamaraj himself. So Yamaraj is going to prove it. O great sage, never before has it been heard anywhere that an order of Yamaraj has been baffled. Therefore, I think that people will have doubt about this, that no one but you can eradicate. Since this is my firm conviction, kindly explain the reasons for this event. So this is what Parikshit Maharaj asking. So any questions, comments before we wind up for today? Okay, thank you all very much. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada.